Hello, parents. I'm Mary Keenley, principal of St. Teresa's School. Many of you have contacted me today regarding an email survey of your opinion regarding the wearing of face coverings for the upcoming 21-22 school year. I want to thank everyone who contacted me or their child's homeroom teacher about this survey. This survey was not authorized by St. Teresa's School. If it had, it would have come under cover from me on an STS email address, or from our board, the BSJ, also under an STS email address. It would have used a reliable survey instrument such as Google Form or SurveyMonkey. In addition, it would have been accompanied by a cover letter or video from me or from the board explaining the purpose of the survey and how the data was going to be used. As such, it was an unauthorized survey and an equally inappropriate use of the school rush information, which we are able to publish so openly because we all agree to use it properly. But as long as the question has been opened, let's talk. First, let's take a moment to review how decisions are made and how we communicate here at St. Teresa's School. Regarding COVID protocols such as mask wearing and quarantines, we follow all the guidelines of the Archdiocese of Chicago, fully, consistently, and to the best of our ability. Why? Because we are an archdiocesan school. We are part of the archdiocesan school system. We are not a private independent school, but an archdiocesan school. And on top of it, these guidelines are well developed and they have worked, as we have proven this year. With the exception of the two-week mandated remote learning period in January, we have been open every single day since August, and we intend to remain open until we close the doors at noon on June 3rd for summer break. We have had no transmission of COVID within our school, and we have had exemplary cooperation by the staff, the students, and you, the parents. For this, I am very grateful. We worked as a team, and unlike most schools in this area, we remained open for our students all year. But here's the bigger issue. It's this thing called St. Teresa's School. It only works if we work together, if we respect each other, if we communicate openly, if we get behind the mission and the leadership. Disagreement and discourse are fundamental to our nation, and I embrace both. But when we are talking about our students and our school, we have to put ourselves aside and remember the mission, forming Christian scholars for the 21st century. There is no perfect way to do this, and so there is necessarily going to be disagreement and discourse about how we go about it. When handled in the context of love and mission, discourse results in improvement, growth, and oftentimes greater enjoyment. It also promotes unity. One of my favorite mottos is the motto of our country, E pluribus unum, one within many. But an equal favorite is the motto of my high school, the Willows Academy, Veritatem facientes in caritate, living the truth in charity. I see no possible way that we will all agree on all the policies of the school, nor the guidelines regarding COVID. Honestly, that is not a bad thing. What we can agree on is that we will treat each other with charity and with respect. We will remember that issues and persons are not the same thing. And in fact, my best friend and I fundamentally disagree on key political and social issues, not to mention baseball teams. And that we will communicate effectively and responsibly, exercising the principle of subsidiarity, bringing problems and concerns to the level at which they are best managed. There are times when rebellion is necessary, as our own history dictates, but this is not the time. This is the time for unity, for concern, for volunteerism and participation, for eloquence, for bravery, for discourse. This is the time for us to outshine them with our awesomeness and to drown evil not in violence, but in an abundance of good. This is the time when we get behind the opportunity we have offered our kids to be formed as Christian scholars, to model for our young scholars powerful and charitable research, discourse, and debate, to show our future leaders that conversation, logic, argumentation, the great things that our nation was built on, are the way back to excellence, to truth, to Jesus Christ. Thank you for listening and for all you have done and all the sacrifices you have made to help follow the guidelines we were given, to help keep us safe, healthy, and learning in person all year. Next year is going to be a banner year in STS history, with over 400 students enrolled. We may be masked, but we will be here. Plans are already underway for our first Mass together, for lunch in the O'Brien, for the Martin Center to launch, for Apple Days and Halloween parties, and Sunday Mass together. For continuing the work begun in 1954 and flourishing under the leadership of our pastor, Father Tim, of educating your children in the truth and now forming Christian scholars in the 21st century. I can't wait to be with you, to shake your hand, to tell you how wonderful your child is, to hear your ideas across a table with a cup of coffee, on how we can right this crazy world of ours with our charity and our excellence. Thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful spring day. I look forward to seeing you very soon, to talking to you openly and about ways that we can make Sanctuaries of School even better next year.